Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just So I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode My god, we ran around the entire world basically, looking for a crystal, and it was bad. The side quests were, actually to be honest, the side quests were funny and interesting, but my god, they did not need to give us the two times of being like, oops, this is the wrong crystal, guess you did all that work for nothing. That was unnecessary. Let's continue. Anything? No. According to my tests, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there... Forgive photoballing me. I think it only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... Mayhap it is better that we remain positive. Lynn, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You helped me to rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I'm not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I should have waited until after the mission, but well, you understand. Cutscene time.
There. She's ready.
Finally voice acting so I can rest my voice.
Ah, she stirs.
Oh my. I forgot about that. Wow. Smile.
To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
And now we just stand on it like champs. Oh my god.
Damn it. I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks. Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them.
Also, if you're wondering, no, your character did not give him the goggles, I'm pretty dang sure. The idea is just that in this particular vision that you're like helping him remember things, and he donned the goggles when he went to Eorzea. Probably to hide his third eye
to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose.
From Garlemald also. So.
I wanted to prove that there was another way.
At least that's my
it all
vision.
began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pure-blood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this. To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Alright. Ah, my eye. Suddenly, something suddenly flew in my left eye. Ah, there we go. No, it's not gone, but whatever. All our efforts, all our travails, all of this. All of it was for this. Make ready, then, for the end is nigh. Be it hers or our own. The Howling Eye, now accessible. Alright. Time to queue up again. Kabam. 8 minutes. I'll be right back. Or, well, yeah, whatever. For you guys, I'll be right back. For me, it's probably gonna take more time. Alright, we are finally back. The cutscene is probably gonna be kind of long in the beginning, so... people may have to wait. But that is fine by me. Well, not really. I don't like doing it, but whatever. Not like I have much of a choice. Gotta watch this story. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. 12th Preserve, she's huge. As I live and breathe. Over there, look. Amalja and Kobold prisoners, but why would the Ixal bring them here? Wherefore come you hither? hither, foolish mortals. Garuda, we are here to put an end. We are come to put an end to your reign of terror. Hear you this blasphemy, my children? These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind. Did we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood, and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Slay the unfettered ones, we shall. As an offering to Garuda, they will serve. Leave the Ixal to us, Lyn. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail. Do not fail, Lyn. Remember, you fight for the Scions, for Eorzea. Alright. This worm would die by my own hands. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. There we go. I really hate having to make people wait, but there's no going around that. I need to watch the cutscenes. And I don't want to like go all the way around with looking at cutscenes the other way and then editing all that shit in, like whatever. They shortened the cutscenes a decent amount anyway, so. Let's go and kill these razor plumes, at least as fast as I can. Right, now there's even more feathers. And now she's going to do aerial blasts, so hiding behind the rocks is a pretty good idea to avoid some of the damage. Now she's gonna be invulnerable for a sec. And there we go. I'm going against another rampart. Merciful Song. I think it's just AoE damage, so might as well use Reprisal then. Whoopsie. People just like running around. Then we get more plumes. She's done. No, no, no! Not even gonna try to. What? How in the hells? This is my realm. You have no hope here. None. None. Did you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalker? My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God. Maniacal laughter. Of course, worship. So long as the Ixal keep praying, she will never fall. Now let's stop them. No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, Landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment, the desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not harm them from the tempest. And then I will take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine. All mine. You, Landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins, not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, Landwalker, to your last breath. No, I claimed you. You should be mine. They should have kept this cutscene outside of the duty, I feel. Would have been a better idea. Oh well. What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess its power. This is impossible. And now we have reached the end of the chat. Wow, that's a choice game. That's a choice and a half. I got 3 player commendations for watching a cutscene. And also knowing what I'm doing, I suppose. And being the last one there.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
We've done it.
Ah!
Garuda,
It is.
kill you all.
Is that all? O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda, of all primals the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy.
Oh boy.
You look well, for one who has forsaken kin and country. I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty Ifrit, grant us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to... No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy! We must run!
Surrender yourselves unto me! I would feast upon your ether! None shall stand against the wind!
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire! It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair. Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
12, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius. Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend. For we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
Okay, here I am again. So, in the middle of that cutscene, somebody knocked on the door. Suddenly, I was asked to move furniture. A lot of furniture. And yeah, whatever. I'm back now. Hello. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Lynn. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw... I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring minds. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare to summon their god, so long as that weapon exists. Truly a more effective deterrent I cannot imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. Let's see, any... Oh no, but that's... no. It is past time that we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees. We will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Pray return to the Waking Sands. Use one of my tickets. Meanwhile, there's this dude on a freaking plane. Tell me, Lynn, does all here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Maybe it is just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the solar. Cutscene. Wait. Who goes there? Now, Ida, is that any way to greet a friend? Alphinaud, Lynn. Sid, wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been. This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. First I knew about it was when I came back and then I saw Ida. The church had taken care of the bodies, but had still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start. Y'shtola hasn't been here to help me. Y'shtola's here too? Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Pepalimo and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Y'shtola thinks they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires, knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals, one that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his elegant weaponry may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to get an understanding of the Echo. The Echo. Wow. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh, yes, of course, whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. For now, I say we rest.
Hear, feel, think.
Can you hear that dog barking? Make it stop, please.
Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Y'shtola. Lynn, I see you and Alphino are safe, and Sid. That we five would meet each other thus defies explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louisoix guides us all. He would not see us undone so easily, not now, when the need is so great. I know where Menfiria and the others are being held. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Castrum Sentry. Let me see. Nathan. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Lynn. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Guardians deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy. And if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portalaine of House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Curthis. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Going back to Curthis. Curthis. All these like higher pitched voices are, well, those are usually the voices that take like the biggest toll on my voice. Yes. I have a lot of stuff that I could probably sell, which I should probably sell. Well, yeah, I'll get to that when I'm back in town, I suppose. I'll get to that when I feel like it. Movement. Somebody in chat just wrote movement. First, the Casterial Observatory of Etheric and what was it again? Ethereal and astrological phenomena. It's the stupid, the longest and the stupidest name. I also need to be in here. Le Devoir. Ah, Lynn, the woman who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Y'shtola. But of course. Lord Zwelmond confided to me that you were a scion of the 7th Dawn. Castrum Sentry, what interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see, that might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being held into the castrum, a Huron woman, an Ellison man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male, 1 female. It's them, it has to be. Menfiria Urianje, or Urianje, Papalimo, and Tataru. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an airship landing, an emergency landing here in Curthis not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rogadin and Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned, it's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Lynn, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given a choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparations. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Guardians took our fellow Scion prisoners in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. The Biggs and the Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portland says, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Quest complete. Right. Hello? Oh. Ba 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 ba. Meanwhile, in the evil layer. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord. Rest assured, our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ritaten. I think it's Ritaten, yeah. Ritaten. You depart for Custom Occidents at midnight. You will command the Western Front in Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out with the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to it? I've given you nothing, Praefectus. You have earned it. That'll be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters. 1 hour. What a Chad. This guy's such a Chad and I love it. My god. Dude is insane. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I cannot call it anything but just like a Chad. Just the Omega Chad. Right. Nothing interesting. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Guardian activity along Abeltheus' spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with your stone. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by the way of the Mail Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Bristelt, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. My god. My eyes! This is my favorite type of weather here. Fair skies and then in cursors, it makes the snow look so good. I love it. Now you might think like, are we gonna go back into Jamail? Nope. No, we are not. Right, at least not at the moment. You stand before Jamail Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. A letter from Lord Portland. So, you have come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives, by all account, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have been sighted in the area seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Aurum Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Pierremont. He should be able to assist you. Alright. off we go to another dungeon. I remember when I was originally playing the game, I was like, oh, we're gonna go to this dungeon. Oh, are we gonna unlock that dungeon? And like, oh, are we gonna unlock this dungeon? Because I was really freaking gung-ho for unlocking dungeons. Little did I know that these two are some of the worst dungeons in the game. Well, Zamail is bad. Aurum Vale is difficult, I'd say. Microfaults. The Imperial airship. Aye, I saw it approach to land with my own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Guardians who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post. To find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail, and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the footprints to their owners. Search the area for footprints. Those are pretty dang small. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. That's what this reminds me of. This Gubu is so good. I love him. Yeah, right. Gameplay, my friends. Gameplay. I just wish it didn't take this long to do the surveying thing. That's something that I just kind of wish it wasn't a thing. The rest I can deal with like checking out different places or whatever, but like having to actually wait for this is that's something that I don't really like too much. Although it makes sense, but whatever. Right. How many times are we gonna do this? That's the real question right there. Buddy, your icon is glitching to the floor. It's cold. I want to go home. Hiya. Please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Lynn, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Guardians were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw. Thrice! And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs, he isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you any success? Track down Wedge. It's wonderful news. Now, what of Biggs? I see, well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashing he gives Wedge, he's always taking care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that wow, Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Y'shtola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. There, I hope, was that Master Garland you spoke with? After 5 long years, thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Lynn. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. Okay. Off we go. When a man loves a woman. I'm sorry, but this is like a layered joke for me. You know, Static, we've been laughing with that, like, when a man meets a woman. It's good. Sheep to the slaughter. I love these quest names. Speak softly to what? White mischief. Oh my. Hello. Abeli. Well, Madame, welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Looks at a lot of all dying. Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. How are you feeling now? Then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. This plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest where you can. Complete. And that, my friends, is gonna end up this episode of Just Us playing Final Fantasy XIV. And next episode we're gonna go and look for Big